The country to Calgary. This afternoon's game features the Regina Queen City Kings facing off against the New Brunswick champion, the St. John's Rapids. And now we ask that you please rise if you are able and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
In the spirit of respect, reciprocity, and truth, we honor and acknowledge that we're on the traditional territory of the peoples of Treaty 7, including the Blackfoot Confederacy, comprising the Siksika, Piikani, and the Kainai First Nations, the Tsuut'ina First Nation, and the Stoney Nakoda, including the Chiniki, Bearspaw, and the Goodstoney First Nations. The city of Calgary, also home to the Métis Nations of Alberta, Districts 5 and 6. This land has long been a gathering place for many Indigenous peoples. We recognize and honor all nations, Indigenous and non-Indigenous, who live, work, and play here, and who continue to care for and enrich this territory. It's Cody Jansen with you live on BC Sports TV. It is the 2025 Founders Cup from Calgary, and we're live from the Wolf Automotive Broadcast booth, celebrating over 100 years serving Alberta drivers. Wolf Calgary Chevrolet GM5 Buick at 768 101 Street Southwest, right off Sony Trail. Same ownership, new dealerships, home of the Oil Change for Life program. The Queen City Kings in black going up against the St. John Rapids in white. Kings are 1-0, Rapids are 0-1. Ref is ready, ball is down, and we are underway. It's day number 2, game number 2 of the day. Queen City will grab first possession. They're going left-right on your TV screen. Quick shot and a save is made by Noah Fletcher. Kings offense finds Lachlan Clark. Clark to the corner. Keogh, little low to high shot. Fletcher makes that save. He pounces out on it as well. Fletcher played about half the game yesterday. Now we get a little bit of rough stuff in the crease here as Cashton Seaborg gets some help to exit the blue paint. McDonald gets in there as well. McDonald, the hockey guy, he's not afraid of that. Looks like we got our first penalty of the game as Morgan McKinnon makes the jog to the sin bin. 38 seconds in. Winter, summer, your comfort starts with Coba HVAC. With installs, maintenance, and repairs, Coba keeps Calgarians cozy, cool, and comfortable all year long. Trust the experts in commercial heating, ventilation, and cooling. Coba HVAC, we bang harder. Queen City, well, they've now pulled 3 bodies. Looks like there'll be 2 against St. John and 1 against Queen City. So it'll be 4 on 3. Roughing and a couple unsportsmanlike conduct calls, and that means Queen City power play gets the first opportunity. They were 4 for 6 yesterday against the Calgary Shamrocks, 66%. Kind of a special teams matchup here. St. John being credited 4 for 5 against Coquitlam yesterday. Seaborg's up top, 4 on 3. It's a box against a triangle. Lentz for Seaborg, down low. McDonald. Pass went back for Clark, and that got knocked down as Platson tried to hit the man back door. Al Short on the logo. Over and back is in play when you're short-handed. Lacrosse Canada rules here. It's not in play when it's even strength on the floor. Now Chase Aldrich, a little bit of a back pedal. He's knocked to the turf by Henry Elliott. Elliott's first game of the tournament here. Opportunity in front, and Crosby Rat makes his first save. Jason Aldrich worked his way out front. Crosby Rat, one of the Kings' pickups. Spent most of the season with the Saskatchewan SWAT, playing on the BNA circuit in the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League. Power play back underway. Seaborg's up top. Lenz is there. He'll go down to the crease side. Backdoor feed. Fletcher not after making the save on Palindry. Now Seaborg trying to jump and avoid the crease. It is a cylinder as per Lacrosse Canada rules. Fletcher made that save. Back the other way go the Rapids, wearing their white threads. You gotta love a good crisp number matchup as well. We got the dark blue numbers on a white jersey and, you know, the thick gold numbers on a black jersey. It's a broadcaster's dream. And yes, we have run into some issues this week. It's why I bring it up. Here's Joseph Webster, fifth-year player for this Rapids squad. Whips the ball wide, and it's gonna bounce right down to Lachlan Clark. Clark had one goal yesterday in the Kings' 10-9 win over the Calgary Shamrocks. Clark up top, Lenz an inside feed opportunity. Fletcher not tasked to making the save. Platson has it again. Clark up top, 12 to shoot, and they score. Lachlan Clark strikes first. It's a power play marker, and the Kings go up 1-0. Hot power play continues. If you are Regina, it's their fifth power play goal. 2 games in? Can't even say 2 games in. It's a game in 3 minutes. This Queen City team is here to play. They weren't the Founders last year. They ended up going 1-4. These teams did meet in that tournament as well. Queen City won 8-6 over the Rapids. Rematch, revenge. We'll see what St. John has in store. 0-1 after a 12-6 loss to Coquitlam yesterday. Back to even strength here. Rat makes the save. Rebounds, fair game, and it's overran by Joseph Webster. Jaron Keogh was up the floor, but Merritt Casemore slows things down. Seaborn. McDonald's off the bench. Fletcher makes a save. Fletcher, he loves to play the ball per his coaches. He'll throw it with the best of them. Had 7 assists in the playoffs. Had 2 assists when these two teams met last year at the Founders Cup. If the Rapids are going to have success, they're going to have to play with some pace here. Webster for McIntyre. McIntyre pushed back. Now he'll spin, trying to get bottom side. That shot got blocked by the stick of Sawyer Lecco. Lecco getting the defensive shift and a massive goal for Queen City yesterday against the Shamrocks. Had 3 points total in that game as well. Flip up top, a low to high opportunity there by Karsten Jeannot. Swallowed by Fletcher, and he'll whip this one up to half. Brian Johnson awaits 4 points for him in the playoffs. Rapids went all the way to the finals in the East Coast League for a second year in a row, ended up falling 3-1 in the finals. Rat now with the save on Riley Bissett. Use that right hand to punch it out. Rat, a little bit of a different goaltending look than Luke Andrews gives the Queens. 2 different sizes, different mobility levels as well. You kind of like that as your 1-2 punch in this tournament here, because you know whoever gets hot can take you potentially to the finals. Little inside feed. Pass goes over the head of Carr. Now a low bouncer. Good opportunity there by Webster. That's kicked to the corner. Webster held goalless yesterday against the Adnex. Now that backhand flip got picked off. Rush Kennedy over the teal WestJet logo. Throws a bounce pass back for Palindry, and it evades him. Seaborg. 4 goals already in the tournament. Over to McDonald. McDonald now Little scan. Up top, fake jump shot, walk to the middle. Might hit some room near side, but he whips it wide. And then Lentz put a bouncer on goal, but the shot clock had expired. Fletcher has a .706 save percentage in the tournaments, but in the East Coast League playoffs, he was absolutely lights out. .869 save percentage and a 4.6 goals against average. Bissett. Big lefty. Looks for a pick. Try to go back door. Elliott's back there. He throws it right up the middle. Dangerous turnover. A BTP opportunity by Aldridge, and he ends up dumping it into the corner. Opportunity there. You got to think to throw one on net. You are lefty cutting across. The BTP look ends up in the corner. Maybe he's got it dialed in for future use. Lachlan Clark zips it across. Long range shot. Fletcher makes a save. McDonald misses on the rebound. Jeannot has it. Karsten Jeannot, that is. Twin of Jax. Clark up top. Big step down bouncer save made by Fletcher is Ethan Panko. Let it fly. Panko in the lineup here. A couple of changes. Luke Andrews, obviously, starting goaltender for the Kings. He's not in the lineup. Caleb Singer-Sherrill, Colton Ebbett, Clay Gelowitz, Zach Blundell, Owen Kalisnik are out of the lineup here. So you'll see a little bit of different looks for the Kings, who are 1-0 already in the tournament. Bissett shot. That got stopped by Rat as well. Calmly moving to his right. He settled into the game here with 5 saves early. 7 minutes in, and it's the Saskatchewan representatives up 1-0 over the New Brunswick Reps. Palindry. Cross for Planson. Lenz now captain of this Kings squad. Lenz trying a little toe drag, got a little fancy with it. 4 on the shot clock, and the Kings will just dump this one back down and go for a change. Offensive looks on both sides. We'll see what Chris Burgess decides for a couple of offensive adjustments here. Rapids have had their looks. They haven't been able to capitalize yet. Carr down to McIntyre, hard pick set in the middle, and they'll have to put it on the turf here as the moving pick got called. Hard cross check there as Henry Elliott took one right in the numbers. Delayed penalty coming. Kings are 6 on 5. Opportunity right there, and the shot by Ethan Panko ends up going wide. Gets whistled down, but the Queen City Kings are going to their second power play of the game. Wolf Automotive Group, formerly GSL Chef City, is a proud sponsor of the 2025 Founders Cup. Visit our brand new dealerships right off Stony Trail and Old Banff Coach Road. Aiden Carr is going to sit firm to our left as the Kings power play now 5 for 7 in the Founders Cup. Gets another opportunity. Seaborg, he'll quarterback the unit up top. Lentz, help play pass. Seaborg down low. McDonald, backdoor feed. Clark misses on the one-timer. Does it on the shot clock. Fletcher resets the net. Seaborg step down, high shoulder save. That goes flying off the chest protector. Right back to the Roughnecks logo. Power play continues. 30 seconds in. Fletcher's got one save on the kill. Lentz got it right back, and he scores. Jackson Lenz on the power play has his second of the Founders Cup. Well, it's good ball movement, but Jackson Lenz really just takes advantage of the opportunity given to him. No defender on his hands. He realizes that that bottom defender has really walked down. Bit of an unconventional way to try block the shot as well. And he kind of beats him to the far side there. Rips that one past Noah Fletcher, and it's 2-0. Rapids get control after a face-off win. Remember, St. John lost 8-6 against this Queen City Kings side last year. Ryan McDonald had a hat trick in that game. Cashed in Seaborg with 3 points as well. Carr spin, trying to hit Webster. That got blocked by Janot. Now a turnover caused. Webster overruns it though. Back the other way, Jacob Penko. Brother of Ethan up top. Both big bodies on the floor. It's impossible to miss them. Broden Pladsen runs it behind the cage now. 10 to work with. Pladsen for Clark. Clark might have to do it himself. 5 full attempt. Fletcher drops into it like a hockey goalie going into a butterfly. Morgan McKinnon, captain of this squad, up the floor. 6 points to the defender in the Rapids playoff run this year. McIntyre. 3 points yesterday against the Adnex. Spin back by Mason. Drew Mason, now assistant captain, zips this one across the floor. This backdoor feed. McIntyre, not sure if he wasn't ready for it or just didn't have his stick in a good position for it, but it ends up going through him. And the shot clock will go off, and with 9:42 left to go in the first, we will get a media timeout / water break here as Queen City has jumped out to a 2-0 lead. A little bit different versus their game yesterday against the Shamrocks. They actually found themselves down 10 seconds in, trailed for a while, and in the second period, they found a way to flip the switch. Most of it ended up coming on the power play, and it's just a lethal unit here that Regina has. They've got options like Lenz. He already has one in the game. You've got Lachlan Clark, who's a shooter. You can find him on the back door for tap-ins as well. Here's a look at the Lenz goal. It's a catch and release right there. And, you know, you can't even understate it at this point. They have 6 power play goals through 70 minutes at the Founders Cup. If you want to beat the Queen City Kings, you're probably best to stay out of the penalty box. Dave Lenz, Rhett Hanley, Aiden Kerslake, Windsor Bellinger, you know, they got a great coaching staff. They've been to this tournament before. They've taken their licks. They went to the Larry Bishop a couple weeks ago. Weren't exactly thrilled with how they played. This is a motivated group ready to compete against the best teams in Canada. Clark on the restraining line. 3 lefties out there. Janot trying to find Panko. It's going to get caught in the ref's feet. Better watch out there. Push called as Panko got knocked down. Rapids coach is not too happy about it. Fresh 30 clock for the Kings to work with. Clark looking for his second. Pladsen. Hands free, and he scores. Ryan McDonald rips it home past Fletcher. It's his first of the game, and the Kings lead 3-0. First 5-on-5 goal of the game, and Ryan McDonald had 3 yesterday against the Shamrocks, 3 a year ago against the Rapids, and now he's got his first of this contest, and it came 10 minutes and 56 seconds in. If you're Fletcher, there's not a ton you can do. It does get through him a little bit. He got a piece of it. But the Rapids are going to have to get their defense humming here, because this Queen City team, when they get on runs, they absolutely roll. Had a 7-goal second period yesterday against Calgary. Running it from the restraining line. Aldridge tried to slide down. Shot bounces over the net. Not sure it was an intentional bouncer. McIntyre, he'll dump this one down for Webster. It's knocked free. Good defense by Kingsmore, and Rush Kennedy goes for a jog up the teal turf. Cashton Seaborg. 2-man game with Clark. Seaborg dumps this one down. Clark trying to go 5-hole again. Save made by Fletcher. Seaborg again. Bit of a two-man game. Flipped it to the middle. Pladsen overwalks the pass. McDonald puts one off the red pipe. Woodwork makes a save for Fletcher, but the reset does come. Seaborn zips it across. McDonald stepped down, looking for two. It's in the crease, and Pladsen can't reach in there to grab it from the dark blue turf. Fletcher finds Al Short. Mainly coming out the back end at 7 goals in the playoffs. Had an apple yesterday against Coquitlam. Drew Mason, 38 points, the team lead in the playoffs. Backdoor feed goes off a stick. Rebound was grabbed, and Aldrich, they'll say, stepped in the crease. Crosby Rat. Perfect period going on so far as we're 13 minutes in. Lachlan Clark. Now he's got a trailer on his back, so he wisely waits a little bit here. Waiting for help. Clark. Pass to the middle. Jeannot took a heavy hit. Long range bomb over the head of Fletcher. Won't get on goal, and Palindree's just going to have to float this one down to the corner. Ends up going out of play. Free souvenir. Free candy bag, I guess, depending where you want to run it, how much left-right express you want to take. Rapids 15 on the shot clock, opportunity inside for Bissett. He got knocked down. Now Rush Kennedy's going to throw this one up the floor. Panko was jogging, Jacob that is. Now he peels back instead of running it out in transition. He's got the green light from Dave Lentz. Scored 3 times in the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League playoffs. Dangerous pass finds Seaborg. Seaborg now has his defender on an island. Decides he wants to find the righties. Back to Seaborg. Fletcher stops him. Pladsen trying to grab the rebound. Got bundled into the boards. McDonald for Seaborg. Back to McDonald. That shot got deflected by a defender. 20 on the shot clock. Seaborg somehow got it away from Fournette. Palindree. Cross floor. Pladsen got tripped up. Takes a bit of a high hit. Second one shoulder to shoulder. And now McDonald's got to be careful. He might have evened things up here. First penalty's going up against St. John for sure. Second one against McDonald. We'll hold our breath and see. Looks like just one is heading to the sin bin. Kings are going back to the power play. Holding is the call. Northern Mat and Bridge is Canada's leading provider of safe temporary access with the nation's largest fleet of mats and portable bridges. NMB keeps crews, equipment, and the environment protected on any terrain in any season, coast to coast. Morgan McKinnon, captain of this squad, goes and has a word with the official. You got to assume it's about the cross-check that McDonald just got away with. He'll stay on the floor for the power play. Kings are 2 for 2. Lenz has Seaborg up top. Lenz takes the shot, pounds it into the logo. McKinnon rolls it up to center, and now they'll jog it over half. Aiden Carr gets it. One of the handful of players with junior A experience on this St. John's squad. Seaborg staying out on defense. Little drive inside. Rat got a piece of that as well. Chase Aldridge has probably had more looks than any single player in this game. He just hasn't been able to capitalize yet. Had 2 yesterday for the Rapids. Had 15 in the playoffs. If they want to make a comeback here, I think 7 in white's going to be a key to that. Seaborg up top with Lentz. Backdoor feed for Keogh. 5-hole attempt. That went off the back of the boot of Fletcher and hops over the net. And now they throw an errant pass. Seaborg was there. He got knocked down. Clark comes back, breaks his stick over the shoulder of Adam Brooks. Brooks now still wants to run. Won't go past the Regina netminder. Adam Brooks, one of those energy players that his coaches speak highly of when it comes to this St. John squad. Jaron Keogh, 10 goals in the playoffs, held to just 1 assist yesterday. Lenz up top. Second unit takes shape. Lenz, back door, and Palindree's robbed by Fletcher. Lenz will slow it down. Kings go 2 for 3 on the power play here. Very rare a team kills the penalty against them. And St. John just did that. Now Plattson's shot goes off a defender out of play. He got taken to the turf for it, but they'll get an extended possession here. Couple of tired defenders on the floor. We'll see if they take advantage of it. Keogh peels back all by himself. He rips it into legs. Al Short runs it up to the midway point. A little bit of a fake there by Drew Mason. 2-2 so far for Mason in the Founders Cup this year. Bassett. Cross. Rat will make the save on McIntyre. Trying to scoop it back into the crease, and Crosby Rat has it. Up the floor. Big collision behind the play. That'll slow things down. Casemore has to drop. It's not a call. Ryan Johnson did get taken out, though. Johnson, one of those guys who can play out both gates, so he'll stay in play here on offense, see if he can open up some space. Delayed call coming against Queen City. Opportunity inside. Bissett's there, and he's stopped by Rat. Crosby Rat with his most impressive save of the game, and the St. John Rapids are going up a man. Freehold Royalties, a uniquely positioned leading North American energy royalty company. Check them out today, Freehold Royalties. Rapids power play 0 for 3 yesterday. Kings penalty kill 0 for 1. Quick save made by Rat. Bissett on the rebound. Doesn't bury it as well. And then it's Webster got knocked down. Mason's in the shooter spot. Webster crease side. Up top, it'll be Aldrich. Quarterback's the unit. Less than 2 minutes to go in the opening frame. Minute 30 left on this Rapids power play. Flip back. Mason step down, room to shoot, and he's denied. Puts it right into that right arm of goaltender Crosby Rat, getting his first start of the 2025 Founders Cup. Ball gets worked free. Nate Williams. Dangerous outlet pass. Aiden Carr's got to come back to collect. Less than a minute to go on the man advantage here. Chase Aldrich slows it down. 17 goals in the postseason for Aldrich. Quick stick opportunity for Webster. Whips it off the half wall. Rush Kennedy actually pokes it forward. Shot clock's going to expire. And Queen City, we'll see if they want to take a shot here. Generally, you'd want to eat the 30 clock, but the way that their penalty kill has been dominating, you wonder if they work it down for about 10, 15 seconds and consider the 2-for-1 option. McDonald up top for Seaborg. He'll hold it on the logo here. 20 on the shot clock, 25 left in the penalty kill. Little spin move. Clarkson side, denied by Fletcher. Opportunity they were looking for, and now the Rapids have 15 seconds on the power play. We'll see if they want to run something quick and hang a forward high or just pull the goaltender. 21 seconds on the shot clock. They put the goaltender on the bench, and they'll run a 6-on-4 here. All the forwards going deep as well. Maybe playing with fire with the man coming to the bench, but it works for him. Chase Aldrich takes the goose egg off the board, and St. John has one. Well, 6v4 works out. I guess it was 6v5 when the ball goes into the net. Defender might have had some help to do with this one here, as it just takes a different trajectory than maybe Rat was expecting. Caught him a little deep on the line, but end of the day, it bounces one top shelf. Aldridge has his third of the Founders Cup, and we talked about him a little bit earlier. He's stirring the drink right now for this St. John squad. 5 seconds left to go here. Keel will drive by himself. Fletcher makes a save. Rebound for McDonald. Won't get a shot off, and now he gets acquainted with Ryan Johnston. Cooler heads will prevail. Queen City scores 2 on the power play. Ryan McDonald cashes in with the third, but it's the St. John Rapids who go into the first intermission with a bit of momentum thanks to a late goal from Chase Aldridge. 3-1 is the score. 20 down, 40 to go. It's Cody Jansen with you on BC Sports TV, and the second period is coming up in a bit.
So in 2019, we went and visited a crypto mining site. We looked around. I said to myself, there's got to be a better way. My name is Chuck Lecuyer, founder of CS Corporation, home of the IntelliFlex line of product. At IntelliFlex, we're innovators. We design, build, deploy, and operate our system. We designed a system that is very easy to operate. We have industry-leading operation uptime and efficiency. Our product are UL certified. Quality is what we do. Every piece will have their own power distribution system, their own immersion tank, network system, pump, fans. Our clients that we have all have something in common, and they're looking for a high quality product that they could deploy as a modular system that is scalable. At IntelliFlex, our motto is start to finish.
Perfect Surfaces, Canada's leader in rubber flooring and specialty surfaces. From gyms to arenas, our premium rubber flooring is built to take a beating and keep going. Extremely durable, impact resistant, and engineered for high-performance spaces. Our floors are also non-slip, anti-fatigue, and easy to clean, designed to keep athletes safe and comfortable every step of the way. And we don't stop at sports. Transform your garage from plain to showroom ready with SnapGrid tiles. DIY friendly and easy to install, our garage floors handle cars, tools, and everyday life with ease. Step outside. Our interlocking deck and patio tiles bring new life to worn surfaces. Comfortable underfoot, slip resistant, and weather ready. Need more? We offer sport court tiles, playground surfaces, and specialty flooring solutions for every space. Whatever your project, we've got a floor for it.
Perfect surfaces. You stand on it, we stand by it.
So in 2019, we went and visited a crypto mining site. We looked around. I said to myself, there's got to be a better way. My name is Chuck Lecuyer, founder of CS Corporation, home of the IntelliFlex line of product. At IntelliFlex, we're innovators. We design, build, deploy, and operate our system. We design a system that is very easy to operate. We have industry-leading operation uptime and efficiency. Our product are UL certified. Quality is what we do. Every piece will have their own power distribution system, their own immersion tank, network system, pump, fans. Our clients that we have all have something in common, and they're looking for a high quality product that they could deploy as a modular system that is scalable. At IntelliFlex, our motto is start to finish.
number 2. On date number 2 is 2025 Founders Cup. It's Cody Janes with you live on BC Sports TV. Midday matchup sees the Queen City Kings taking on the St. John Rapids. Rapids are in white, blue numbers, blue buckets going left, right, or TV screen. Kings in black, wearing their black helmets. They got gold numbers and white trim. Early stop by Noah Fletcher. Kings up 3-1. 2 power play goals in that first period. The main difference maker. Fletcher, a couple of early saves. Long bomb goes down, finds Williams. Williams looking for a backdoor feed. Oh, it almost got there, even though it was tipped by Casemore. Back behind the net. Now the Kings want to run it back the other way. Henry Elliott, Saskatoon product. Floats one for Cashton Seaborg. Palindry across the floor. McDonald's shot was deflected. Kind of went through a maze of bodies there. And it's grabbed by the Rapids. They'll send it back the other way, and I think they're going to say McKinnon used his free hand. Kings have goals from Clark, Lenz, and McDonald. Seaborg flips it. Palindry takes it. Fletcher doesn't have to make the save. Comes back to McDonald, though. McDonald on the roll, low to low, kick save. Noah Fletcher played half the game against the Adnacks yesterday, allowed 10 goals in his 30 minutes. Rapids looking for some offense. Chase Aldrich found Twine late in period number 1. We'll see if they keep that momentum rolling. They have had their fair share of looks. Tough task to beat Crosby Rat between the pipes for the Queen City Kings. Jax Janot in front of the penalty box, spins off a hit from Bissett. Janot now ends up turning it over back the other way. St. John has numbers, and that pass got picked up. Scoop by Lecco. Sawyer Lecco. Goal and 2 assists so far in the Founders Cup for him. Finds Jackson Lenz. Lenz now tripped up from the seat of his pants. Hits McDonald, who hits the defender. 7 on the shot clock. McDonald, Seaborg. Fletcher's a very mobile netminder. He drops down and still makes that save by making himself look big. Huge opportunity for New Brunswick's reps to jump out here. Aiden Carr, big lefty, looking for a lane. Five to shoot. Mason comes over the top. Tries to toe drag inside. Ball got knocked free, and Kenneth McIntyre won't have an opportunity to put one on goal. Broden Platson 2-on-1. Oh, that'll peel some paint off the pipe. Crossbar 200 feet back to his own zone. Palindry. Back out Keogh. Platson. Through one pass. Panko. Janot takes the shot. And Fletcher calmly moving to his left. Makes a save. Noah Fletcher spent some time playing juniors in Ontario as well. Gets the call back for the Rapids here. Opportunity, potentially partial break, and Rat not forced to make a save on Joe Webster. Reset on the clock, but the refs are actually going to count this one down. Mason bobbled the pass. Now his hands are free. Big wind up. Rat stops him. Rebound still there. He pulls it back into the crease. Cole Pottle, assistant captain for this Queen City side. One of the defenders who is reliable, great at causing turnovers, and he's athletic like the bunch. Team that can get north to south very quick on you. Cashton Seaborn. Big wind up. Fletcher's gonna pull it back. McDonald ended up losing his glove. He wasn't too happy about it, had a few words with the official. Little jog off for a change. Out come the offensive experts in white. Aiden Carr. Throws it up top. Aldridge gives it back to him. Carr trying to cut down low. Man behind the net. 5 to put something on goal. McIntyre. Aldridge, and he ends up whipping it off the side of the goal. The offensive sets are there, the ball movement's there. It's just putting something actually on goal. Stopping the Rapids a little bit right now. Ryan McDonald, veteran. Swings it across. Seaborn over the net. Flips it to Jeannot. Jeannot's pass got picked off cleanly by Al Shorn. Al Shorn, 3 back checkers on him. Might have an opportunity back door. Ryan Johnson was heading there, then he pulls back. Mason, backdoor feed, and yes, Chase Aldridge did run through the crease on that opportunity. Right idea, wrong execution. Back the other way, go the Black. Broden Pladsen slows it up. Saskatchewan representatives, top team in the East Division of the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League, finished 4th at the Larry Bishop Memorial Cup. Kings offense gets set once again. A little bit of a fake by Pladsen. Undersized forward, doesn't shy away from the rough stuff. Up top for Lenz. Lenz now to Clark. 2 to shoot. Clark with a bouncer. Save made by Fletcher. It's going right back out front of the bench. Actually stays in play though. Kept in play, grabbed by Pownall. He'll stay in play on offense here, get rewarded for that defensive effort. Little move to the middle, tip drill goes. Oh, it's a bit of a cheeky floater, but Clark is able to beat Fletcher for the first of the period for Regina. It's now 4-1. Second of the game, third of the tournament for Lachlan Clark. Walks to the middle there, and the defender kind of spinning, throwing his hands up. Changes the trajectory of the shot completely. Nothing Noah Fletcher can do. He was trying to read the original shot. Unfortunately, the ball had other plans, and it ends up behind him. 4-1 is the score for Queen City. Aldridge on the roll, trying to go high. Ends up behind the net.
Kings goal,
Henry Elliott flips it up the floor. Missed yesterday. He's getting set, moving down into school, but he's able to make it here on the Tuesday of the Founders Cup. Pass down low for Seaborg is below him. Full week of lacrosse will wrap up on Sunday, 1 o'clock. Championship game. The Founders Cup gets handed out here in Calgary. Make your way to the venue, 7 Chief Sportsplex. It's a beautiful setup. Bounce shot. Rad denies out short. Floater finds Ethan Panko on the restraining line. Panko, big right. Trying to get inside. Let go, 5-hole attempt. Even with the long change, haven't really been able to see St. John get their transition game going. I know it's something they talked about pregame, wanting to get doing. Maybe a little short on bodies, and the tired legs are starting to add up here. A game and a bit in. Bisson winds and fires and scores. Riley Bissett from the outside makes it a 2-goal game. They needed a spark, and they found it. 88 and white. Riley Bissett, little step to the middle, uses his defender as a screen, and he rips one inside that far post. Second of the game for St. John, and now 4-2. Feels a lot better than 4-1. Opportunity off the draw. Ryan Johnston overran it. Has to settle it down. Bissett again, 1-on-1. Cuts back hard, pick set there. Bissett caught the turf. He's a little slow to get up here. Penalty coming against Queen City. It'll be a cross-checking call on Karsten Janot, I believe. So the Rapids are going to the power play here with 10:35 left in the second. Tricant, Canada's largest well service company, delivering hydraulic fracturing, cementing, coiled tubing, and more across Western Canada's oil and gas industry. With unmatched expertise and a commitment to safety, efficiency, and the environment, Tricant keeps energy flowing. St. John 0 for 1 on the power play so far, 0 for 4 in the Founders Cup. A little bit of a change here, though. Drew Mason's going to be on top of this power play. Aldridge in the shooter spot. Bissett's off the floor. He would generally be in that shooter spot, but he is getting some help from the trainer right now. Heavy hit behind the net. Regina comes out with it. Jack Janot. Little cutback move. Help comes in a Jacob Panko pick. Jack Janot with it. McDonald now ends up rolling through his defender. Bit of a hard pick, and it's going to be a penalty on Ryan McDonald. Might have got away with a bit of a cross check earlier. The ref says you're not getting away with this one. It'll be a 5-on-3 for St. John. Spark Psychology is proud to support the Founders Cup as part of their mission to foster mental health, resilience, and personal growth for young people. Check them out today, Spark Psychology. Ryan McDonald is going off. They didn't like the hard pick he had set, and so St. John, a 5-on-3 opportunity. We'll see what Chris Burgess and company have to drop. Noah Webster, the offensive coach. Adam Gallup, the assistant coach. Making their way. It's a good journey out from New Brunswick to Calgary. Not an easy place to get to from the East Coast. Long flight, Dennis, even if you get the direct from Halifax to Calgary. I feel like that's like 6 hours in the air at least. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. BC Sports TV. Hey, get interactive. I'm on social media at Janner on PXP. You got any thoughts, any stories I should tell? You can hit me up on Twitter/X. 5-on-3 opportunity here. Rapids power play. Aldridge and Mason up top of the shooter spots. Double pick comes back to Aldridge, and he's stopped by Rat. Backdoor beauty. Crosby rat slot into his left. Makes the quick stick save. Perfectly executed play. You got to think that's what Noah Webster drew up. Might as well try go back to it if you got the opportunity here. Aldridge and Mason up top again. Who gets the shot? Mason. Backdoor feed, they score. It's a quick stick. Aiden Carr has cut the lead in half. First power play strike of the Founders, and it's down to a 1-goal game. Carr put himself in position, and Mason sold that shot. You can see Rat with that left foot. He takes a bit of a step out there, thinking that Drew Mason's just going to step down, grip it, and rip it. Instead, he puts one perfectly in the pocket of Aiden Carr, who taps it home. Massive goal on the 5-on-3, and now they still have a buck and change on their normal power play. Riley Bissett is back on the floor. Looks like he got that ankle taped down. Back on the power play. Aldridge runs to the middle. Bissett now backdoor feet. Mason stays out of the crease. 4 to shoot. Trying to throw a twist there. Ended up getting stripped of the ball by Cole Pottle. Pottle and Chanot working a serious two-man game. Seaboard trying to pull it back. Short-handed breakaway. Ends up bouncing into the netting above the glass.
By number 77, Aiden Carr. Assisted by number 12, Drew Mason, and number 11, Joe Webster. Time of the goal, 9:02 in the second period. That's Carr on the power play.
Mason up top, 10 seconds left in this power play. We'll see if they try run one more play. Aldridge trying to go back to the corner. Try to hit Joe Webster. Sneaky opportunity. The pass was behind him, though. Jackson Janot. McDonald, fresh legs out of the sin bin. Kings penalty kill, now 2 for 3. Lands off the bench, high step, flips it. McDonald takes it. Fletcher with the save. Heavily leaning to that left-hand side. Fletcher almost gave one of the scorekeepers. Instead, it ends up with the Kings. Sawyer let go. Queen City has been putting a lot of shots low here on Fletcher. Maybe they saw something yesterday in how the Adnacks were scoring. But you wonder if they switch up their offensive look sooner rather than later. McDonald floats one far side. That might have caught some pint. Sometimes we talk about things in the booth, Tino, and the players just make us look smart, eh? Happens once in a while. Kind of once in a blue moon for some. Offensive set rolling again. 6:50 left to go in the middle frame here. 2025 Founders Cup. Queen City out of Regina taking on St. John out of New Brunswick. Push in the back. McDonald's got to leave it on the turf, and it'll be Rapids ball. Two-goal run here for St. John. We'll see if they can pack one on. Mason off the bench, big wind up, and Rat stands tall. Henry Elliott heads east. Finds Platson. McDonald getting into it with his defender. Platson walks to the net and he scores! Broden with the beauty, and it's 5-3. You see McDonald, it's not really a pick. He kind of just causes a little bit of chaos, and Gladson hits the gas pedal. Starts going downhill, avoids the crease, bounces one near side, past Fletcher. It's 5-3 for the Kings. Platson had 2 assists in Queen City's tournament opener against Calgary yesterday. A 10-9 win over the Shamrocks. Now Mason's got a lane. Trying to go stick side high. Ends up with Janot. Letko comes in there to separate him. Now he'll stop up top. Sawyer Letko right down the middle. Platson wanted it. Feeling it, and the pass is picked off by Ian Cassie.
Scored by number 16, number 16, Broden Platson. His first to the tournament, assisted by number 8.
Brooks hands it off for Aldridge.
Number 25,
Drew Mason. Mason lets it fly. That goes off the leg of Elliott. healthy shot clock there. He'll stay in the game, and looks like he's going to stay and play an offensive shift here as well. Little hidden ball trick. Throws it up top, and Palindrome dumped down to the turf. Lenz trying to scoop it back. He knows he's got to get back on defense. Sometimes that's the wiser play than trying to pick it up. Less than 5 to go in the second period. St. John down by 2. Pass nearly got picked off by Keel. Playing a defensive shift here, and ball is grabbed by Jeannot. Jeannot. Jake Panko back on the restraining line. McDonald to Lentz, inside feed. Twister scores! Oh, that's another pretty finish right there. Broden Platzen's feeling it. It's back-to-back bingos for 16 in black. Lenz hit him getting behind his defender. And if you're a goaltender, I'm not sure there's much you can practice for that one. The catch and release on that twister could be put in a textbook by Broden Platzen. That was perfect. St. John wants it blown in quick. Ref will let the Kings get their offensive personnel out on the floor. McDonald flips it. I believe that was Platson looking for the natural hat trick right there. Backdoor feed. Fletcher denies him. Huge save moving left to right. Now a penalty's coming. Seaborg slashed into the crease. I think Fletcher might have gave him one back. That's one penalty for sure. The refs are talking about it here. Have a look in the crease. And so Seaborg can't take a whack at it. And then watch Fletcher. He does a little toe stab. I'm not sure if there's a technical term for that, but you can't exactly chop at the ankles with the big traditional stick. So a penalty's called, and it'll go down to 4-on-4. Traveling, sending money overseas? CalForex has you covered with competitive exchange rates and fast, reliable service. CalForex help make your money go further. Check them out online at calforex.com. 4-on-4. Now the refs are putting it in the Rapids' possession, but Fletcher took the second penalty. So by my understanding of the rules, it should be the Kings' possession. I've also messed up probably 3 or 4 Lacrosse Canada rules in a matter of 48 hours here. So I'm not saying I'm the expert. I don't have a rule book in front of me to look through. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut. They'll give it to the Queen City Kings. Noah Fletcher did take the second penalty. Cashton Seaborg took the first. Now, they ran a second off on the score clock. I'm not going to complain about that, but maybe they'll hold it for an extra second here to be nice. Generally, you would see Cashton Seaborg out in this situation. Instead, he's sitting in the sin bin for a full 2. Ryan McDonald puts this one in the logo, and then he's dumped from behind. Easy call right there by Ryan Johnston as he cross-checks McDonald right in the back. You got 2 refs staring at you. Probably don't want to push them into your own netminder. This St. John team is physical, though. Talking with some people in the crowd yesterday, they told me a tale about them playing Akwesasne in preseason. And there may have been a bench brawl and more included in that. And so the Rapids aren't going to shy away from anything. Jackson Lenz is up top. Back to McDonald. Trying to fake it low. Ends up going on to play off the netminder. Palindrome's up top in that lefty shooter spot. McDonald backdoor feed, they score. Clockwork for Clark. It's 7-3. Hat-trick marker right there for Lachlan Clark. Did come on the power play as well. It's his 4th of the tournament. And this Queen City power play. Buzzsaw, wagon, whatever word you want to use. You do not want to be a man down against the Kings. Seven for 10 so far in the tournament. Up top, Carr. Healthy windup, finds the glass. Al Short.
King's goal scored his 3rd.
Carr's there to help. Didn't end up setting a pick. Now Carr has it, drives inside, and he's taken out by Crosby Rat.
Ryan McDonald and number 6 Jackson Lenz. Time to goal 3:03 in the second period. That's Clark, his 3rd.
Rush Kennedy
from McDonald and Lenz.
trying to spin out of trouble. Now it does say 6-3 on the stream, but that's just because in-house they may have missed a goal. It is 7-3 though, I can confirm. Clark back for McDonald, trying to toe drag around. Lenz has it, jump shot far side, ends up in the corner. Exactly 2 minutes left to go here in period number 2. We're still 4-on-4 for another 23 seconds. 7-3 is the score. Queen City Kings out of Regina, Saskatchewan, up by 4. Mason. Aldrich. Trying to flip it back to the corner. 10 on the shot clock. It's grabbed by McIntyre. McIntyre. Nifty move inside. The twister by Aldridge is stopped. Seaborg now. Fresh legs. Penalty upcoming against St. John. Crosby Rat goes to the bench. If we had a goaltender's race, I think Crosby Rat would be up there for fastest in the tournament. He just flew to the bench. Lachlan Clark now looking for his 4th of the game. Save is made by Fletcher. And Queen City is going back to the power play. 5th time in this game. 3 for 4 so far. Slashing's the call against Chase Aldridge, and he'll sit in the sin bin for 2 or less. Lenz has Seaborg up top. Clark and Keogh finish off the lefties on this trio. Now Seaborg stripped the ball. He'll have to get back on defense. Lucky he's got Lenz in there to help him as well. Aiden Carr, more of a traditional forward. He'll play the penalty kill here. Doesn't on the shot clock here. St. John happy to work this one down. Low shot there, goes off the post. Kind of a low to high shot there by Johnston. Might have caught Rat off guard, and Queen City's gonna get a timeout in here with 18 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Kings, timeout.
Dave Lenz, Rhett Hadley, Aiden Kerslake company will draw up a play here. They're on the power play for the next minute 9. Queen City has 3 goals on the power play already in this game. Lachlan Clark has 2. Jackson Lenz has 1. Not even sure they're really grabbing the clipboard. I think they know what play they want to run. Sometimes these tournaments can be a little finicky for that. You don't know how much you want to show, but you also want to make sure that you're dialed in. Queen City has tomorrow off. They're back in action on Thursday, a 1 o'clock game against the Coquitlam Madnex. That'll wrap up their round robin. As for the St. John Rapids, they're in action tomorrow against the Calgary Shamrocks. 7:30 start on that one. Of course, you can watch it all live for free on YouTube, most accessible platform in the world, and thanks to BC Sports TV and everyone helping put on the production. Tino, George, Keith, the entire crew bringing you live lacrosse all week long from Calgary. 12 to go. St. John will play a bit of an aggressive defense. Lenz takes the shot. Rebound, McDonald couldn't scoop it up. Lenz has it again. A wild whip there, ends up bouncing out of play. If it goes, you're on the highlight reel. If it doesn't, you look a little silly. Lenz bounces that one out of play. Now McDonald continuing the conversation. Now, this is a Saskatchewan squad that's pretty gritty as well. I think that St. John would also put themselves in that category, and we'll see what this third comes up with. We could be in for some fireworks here. Day two, it could be a feisty one. The Kings and Rapids quickly building a rivalry. Hey, these two teams did play last year, and it went in Queen City's favor with an 8-6 win. A year later, the rematch, round robin, St. John has some water to haul. They trailed by 4, 40 down, 20 to go. We're back after the break on BC Sports TV.
So in 2019, we went and visited a crypto mining site. We looked around. I said to myself, there's got to be a better way. My name is Chuck Lecuyer, founder of CS Corporation, home of the IntelliFlex line of product. At IntelliFlex, we're innovators. We design, build, deploy, and operate our system. We design a system that is very easy to operate. We have industry-leading operation uptime and efficiency. Our product are UL certified. Quality is what we do. Every piece will have their own power distribution system, their own immersion tank, network system, pump, fans. Our clients that we have all have something in common, and they're looking for a high quality product that they could deploy as a modular system that is scalable. At IntelliFlex, our motto is start to finish.
Perfect Surfaces, Canada's leader in rubber flooring and specialty surfaces. From gyms to arenas, our premium rubber flooring is built to take a beating and keep going. Extremely durable, impact resistant, and engineered for high-performance spaces. Our floors are also non-slip, anti-fatigue, and easy to clean, designed to keep athletes safe and comfortable every step of the way. And we don't stop at sports. Transform your garage from plain to showroom ready with SnapGrid tiles. DIY friendly and easy to install, our garage floors handle cars, tools, and everyday life with ease. Step outside. Our interlocking deck and patio tiles bring new life to worn surfaces. Comfortable underfoot, slip resistant, and weather ready. Need more? We offer sport court tiles, playground surfaces, and specialty flooring solutions for every space. Whatever your project, we've got a floor for it.
Perfect surfaces. You stand on it, we stand by it.
So in 2019, we went and visited a crypto mining site. We looked around. I said to myself, there's got to be a better way. My name is Chuck Lecuyer, founder of CS Corporation, home of the IntelliFlex line of product. At IntelliFlex, we're innovators. We design, build, deploy, and operate our system. We designed a system that is very easy to operate. We have industry-leading operation uptime and efficiency. Our product are UL certified. Quality is what we do. Every piece will have their own power distribution system, their own immersion tank, network system, pump, fans. Our clients that we have all have something in common, and indeed they're looking for a high quality product that they could deploy as a modular system that is scalable. At IntelliFlex, our motto is start to finish.
20 to go in the midday matchup here on day 2 at the 2025 Founders Cup, live from Calgary. It's Cody James with you on BC Sports TV all week long. Free lacrosse on YouTube. Queen City Kings in black up 7-3 on the St. John Rapids in white. Queen City still on a power play to start this period for the next 45 seconds. Chase Aldrich is in the sin bin. Rapids get possession and they can hold on to a good chunk of this. Aiden Carr on the restraining line. He has one of the 3 for St. John. Let go on defense. Gives them a whack. Things are heating up at the end of period number 2. I wonder if that will trickle in. Casemore up the floor for Keogh. Lachlan Clark's been making a name for himself this tournament. He's got 3 goals already in the game. He'll get it back. St. John penalty kill successful, and that's some friendly fire by McDonald. Put it right off the coconut of Lentz. Rapids have killed off 2 of the Kings' 5 power plays. Same amount the Shamrocks killed off yesterday. Queen City 1-0 in the tournament, coming off of a 10-9 win over the Calgary Shamrocks. Mason. Toe drag, ball got knocked free by Elliott. Rapids control, and that's going to buzz the tower of Crosby Rat. Elliott up the floor. Panko leaves it for Palindrome. Carson Janot. Inside feed, got the pass for McDonald, and he scores! Karsten Janot has his first of the Founders, and it's 8-3 in Regina. That's just such a nifty feed inside by McDonald. Doesn't think twice. He knows exactly where Janot wants to go. It's in his stick for a second, and it's the little flip there on the run. Janot knows he's running into dangerous territory. He evades the big hit, runs into a defender eventually, but he's still able to pull that shot exactly where he wants on Noah Fletcher. And it's 8 bills on the board for Queen City. Nate Williams up top, delayed call coming. Aldrich throws a BTB and he scores. If it doesn't work the first time, try again. Aldrich gets the highlight reel cooking with a BTB far side. Delayed penalty, don't need it. Second of the game for Aldridge, 4th of the Founders Cup, and the game's within 4 once again.
Their 25th wedding anniversary. Thank you for sharing that with the entire Canadian lacrosse community, and we hope you have a wonderful day.
Carson Janot off the face-off win. Finds his twin, Jex. Seaborg. Keogh finds Seaborg. Doesn't to play with. Pass got picked off. A little nonchalant up the middle. Breakaway the other way. Ben Alshorn. Alshorn off the post. Oh, it would have put it within a field goal. Instead, the Red Iron denies them. Keogh on the half wall. Planson. All up top for Clark. 27's looking for 4, and Fletcher falls back on it. Rapids back up the floor here. 16:35 left to go in the third. Aldridge looking for the hat trick. Bounce pass skips right through the middle. Webster wind up. Trying to go stick side on Rapp. Mason has it. He dumps and goes for a change. Elliott finds Palindrome. 2 assists against the Shamrocks yesterday. Palindrome backdoor feed. McDonald stopped, and now Jeannot had an opportunity in front. After the whistle, he throws his head back, and I think that's exactly why. He's going to the sin bin here, and it'll be St. John Rapid going back to the power play. Winter or summer, your comfort starts with Koba HVAC. With installs, maintenance, and repairs, Koba keeps Calgarians cozy, cool, and comfortable all year long. Trust the experts in commercial heating, ventilation, and cooling. Koba HVAC, we bang harder. Rapids on the power play. 1 for 3 so far this afternoon. No better time to mount a comeback. Aiden Carr has it. Mason up top. Fake pass and he scores! Drew Mason puts one under the bar on the power play, and St. John is back within 3. Oh, the New Brunswick boys just don't go away. Chipping away with back-to-back goals. It's a power play strike, which brings them up to 50% in the game. And now it's 5 on their side. Carson Jeannot took the penalty that St. John just scored on. Picks up a face-off win. Keel, he'll drive, trying to go short side. Fletcher kind of pulled the starfish on him, and now it's poked forward by Johnston. Johnston, awkward angle, bounces this one sky high. Seaborg, after an extended shift, dumps this one to Keel and goes for a change. Jaron Keel up top. Clark. 3 in the game, looking for 4. Noah Fletcher.
Rapids goal, his 3rd in the tournament, scored by number 12, Drew Mason. Assisted by number 7, Chase
Drew
Aldridge,
Mason.
number 77, Aiden Carr.
3 righties on the floor. Mason has it again. Step down, this time try to pull it the other way and read him like a book. Henry Elliott avoids a stick check. Joe Webster picks off the pass. Rapids are stacking together some good shifts here. Aldridge inside. Rat says no. Penalty upcoming, though. It'll be a cross check on Henry Elliott. After another power play goal, St. John gets their 5th opportunity of the game. Drew Mason has one of the man advantage, as does Aiden Carr. 2 of them have combined for 6 goals in the Founders Cup. Mason's up top. Reed goes back from McIntyre inside. Opportunity in tight. Shot didn't go on goal, so no reset comes. Mason's got 5 to shoot. Way up top, let it fly. It caught the shoulder of the Kings netminder. Reset comes, favorable bounce. Mason again, backdoor feet, a little bit high for Carr. He's got to spin back. Aldridge is there. Lefty shooter spot, slings it to Webster. McIntyre up top, Mason Down low, trying to hit Carr for the quick stick. Defender all over him and Rush Kennedy. Carr can't grab it cleanly. Aldridge does. Dunk attempt. It'll look great on the highlight reel because it went in. But it ain't going to count under Lacrosse Canada rules. And now St. John has just taken a penalty. Double whammy for the Rapids as the dunk attempt doesn't go, and now they go to the sin bin. Play 4-on-4 for the next 58 seconds as Aiden Carr ends up going to the sin bin, and then it'll be another Kings power play. They're 3 for 5 so far. 7 for 11 in the Founders Cup. One of the best power play percentages in the tournament so far.
Rapids penalty to number 77, Aiden Carr, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty.
Lens back over to Clark. Clark, little spin, has room to shoot. Far side, Fletcher denies him. Fletcher, an easy outlet, finds the captain, Morgan McKinnon. Brian Johnston. Goal and 3 assists in the playoffs for him. Drew Mason. Little spin back. Got himself to the middle. Pratt denies him. Mason led the team in scoring in the playoffs with 38 points. So far, he's only got 1 in the contest, and it came on a power play marker. We can see he can rip the pill. He's got to get himself to those shooting spots to be effective. Now the Kings are going to the power play. Elliott's out of the box. Lenz jumps in. Lefty strong look. Jackson Lentz, backdoor. Intended for Clark, and now he took a cross check in the back while jumping for it. Keel let it fly. Save made by Fletcher. Clark grabbed the rebound, but again, once that shot is taken, it's not when they have possession. It's after the shot, it gets blown down. And that's when they'll move the bodies around. It'll be a 5-on-3 now for the next 44 seconds. Looks like they'll stick Henko up top and run it 4-on-3. Seaborn, Clark. McDonald's crease side for the righties. Backdoor feed. Clark was right there. It was a gift, and now he just got wallpapered into the boards, and he's down. I'm not sure if we're going to get some help. Now we'll see the trainer, Jim Ludwig, get called out there. Scary situation as Lachlan Clark got hit in. It's about that 3-foot range where you can fall awkwardly into the boards. You just never want to see that. That can catch your neck in a weird spot and can lead to some serious injury. We'll keep an eye on Lachlan Clark here as trainer Jim Ludwig jumps out to help. Jim's been so awesome in the sports world too. Just want to give him a little bit of love. He's a Saskatchewan guy, but man, he's all over the place. You see him doing events left, right, and center. Just one of the best in the business right now. So while he attains to Lachlan Clark, let me tell you about the schedule for the next upcoming days here. Tonight, we got a good nightcap. Calgary Shamrocks 0-1. You know they are going to be out for revenge. Taking on the Coquitlam Mad Max at 7:30. Round of applause in-house as Lachlan Clark is helped off the floor. We'll keep an eye on him and see if he returns in this game because there is 11:27 left. Obviously, they can use it as firepower on the power play. But boy, you kind of want him healthy for the rest of the tournament. That's a little bit more important. It'll be Kings ball. Big slate of events up tomorrow as you get the Ganawagi Hunters taking on the Nova Scotia Privateers at 1, 4 o'clock. It's the Seneca War Chiefs taking on the Mountain View Mavericks. And the 7:30 game is the Calgary Shamrocks against the St. John Rapids. They'll give Queen City possession as we get back underway. Jaron Keogh jumps in the shooter spot for the lefties. Cashton Seaborn plays crease side. McDonald's down there. McDonald walks in, little fake. He rips it off the red pipe. Crossbar out for the assistant captain. 5-on-3 has 9 seconds to work with. Seaboard out front, short side, it's over the net. Lenz Corrals. Still can run something if they want here. They've got the high guy. They don't really have to worry about it. But instead, they'll slow it down. Lentz, McDonald, Keogh. Trying to go high 5-hole. Fletcher makes a save. Rebound still fair game, and it rolls right back to Fletcher. Noah Fletcher now up the floor. Aiden Carr's there. 2-on-2 if St. John wants it, but they will slow it down. Huge penalty kill if they can pull it off. Another 12 they can eat on the shot clock for sure. There's 40 left in the penalty to Tyler Weldon. On the restraining line. Aldridge with it, trying to backhand attack. Ends up on the carpet. Now Queen City's got one more look on this power play. 3 power play goals in this game, but boy, a 3-goal lead in this tournament doesn't feel like much the way we've seen teams chip away. Lenz up top. Scored a power play marker in the first period. Keogh doesn't shoot it. No Lachlan Clark yet on this power play. McDonald rips it. This is going to bounce back all the way down to his own netminder, and Crosby wrapped, and that's now 3 straight penalty kills for the St. John Rapid. The Rapids ball as we hit a media timeout here with 9:33 left going period at number 3. St. John Rapids are keeping pace with Queen City after a 3-1 first period deficit. They've punched back. They've been 5-5 on the scoring chart since then. We'll see what head coach Chris Burgess has to say to his troops to get them going. You got to think that they're looking towards their big guns here and saying, hey, round robin, we need a win here if we want a chance at the semifinals. You drop this one, you're probably not playing in that friendly of a semifinals on Friday. First place second and vice versa in Pool A and Pool B. If you finish 3rd or 4th, you play the 3rd or 4th team from the opposing pool, and your chances at a Founders Cup are good as gone. 0-1 so far. They fell 12-6 to the Adnacks yesterday, whereas the Kings are 1-0 after a 10-9 win over the Calgary Shamrocks. Aiden Carr will have it in the corner. You see the Calgary Shamrocks back on the boards, watching him. Up top, Carr trying to bounce this one near side. Pop fly back, rush Kennedy can't get to it before Webster does. 15 on the shot clock, McIntyre. McIntyre for Mason. Mason now spins back around Pottle. Aldridge can't grab it. Carr will, and he scores! A member's bounce ends up on the green, and Aiden Carr puts it home. That just popped out to him perfectly. Scooped it up on the backhand cleanly and put it home stick side on Rat. Can't say he got caught cheating or unexpected. It just flat out was a weird bounce that ends up in the back of the net. And it's now a 2-goal game here in Calgary. Nine minutes to go. Queen City's offense has been cold in this third. Only 1 goal.
Rapids goal hits.
Noah Fletcher's really started to shut the door. Ethan Palindry, bouncer. Brought the goalie to his knee and now back the other way. Oh, they had a man up for it, Nate Williams, and that pass got picked off. Williams would have had a clean break. Palindry. Clark, good to see him back on the floor after a scary hit earlier. Lentz, little spin, one hand on his stick. Trying to push back 2 defenders, and he will. Twister pass to the middle. His teammates are going for a change to the Pladsen. Bounces it off the end boards, and it's just going to give St. John better position off the reset. Rapids have outscored the Kings 3-1 in this third period. 8:06 left to go. 8-6 is the score. Bouncer rolls right through the middle. Aiden Carr has it. Put him on hat-trick watch. Goal in the second, goal in the third. McIntyre airborne. Runs into Rat there. I get the idea for it. It's a hard play to execute, though, under the rules of Lacrosse Canada. Cashton Seaborn slows it down. Help comes in the form of Jeannot. Pladsen's up top. McDonald, lane to the net. Twister, it's off the post. Multiple posts this period for Ryan McDonald, who had 3 goals against St. John in the round robin a year ago. Drew Mason with it. That game of the 2024 Founders, Mason had a goal and 3 assists. Aldridge had 2 goals in the contest. Mason just got dropped in the middle. Aldridge has it again. Aldridge looking for the hat trick, and it's there. Chase Aldridge finds the back of the net, and with 7:08 left to go, we got a 1-goal ball game. Around his D-man, and then finds Main Street with the lights on. Smooth finish for the hat trick for Aldrich. 5th of the Founders Cup, 7th of the game for St. John. Well, Chris Burgess said the right things in the intermission because his Rapids are rolling. 8-7, the Saskatchewan Representatives lead. Aldridge with the fake. Hidden ball trick. Webster, inside feed. Mason stopped. Drew Mason had the opportunity. Now Keel spins off the hit from Carr. Breakaway opportunity, Pladsen's off the bench, and he's robbed by Fletcher. Noah Fletcher with his biggest stop of the game. Aiden Carr has seemingly been out there for 2 full minutes now. He bounces it to his teammate, jogs to the corner. Heavy minutes by the big guns. Mason had it knocked free. Once again, it ends up on the turf. No reset came though. McIntyre had it. They thought that Queen City had possession, but the shot clock was never reset.
Number 7, Chase Aldridge. Assisted by number 12.
Hallandry waits for Seaborg. Rolls one back to him. Cashton Seaborg had 4 yesterday. Hasn't found the goal column yet today, though. Inside feed, Panko stopped, and Seaborg can't get to the rebound. .5:25 left to go. 4-1. St. John has outscored Queen City. Jeannot knocked the Lucy free for a second. Aldridge has it. Backhand flip. Man in the corner. Carr up top. Trying to hit Mason. And it's over his head. Shot clock expires. Right idea there is Aiden Carr. Scanned the floor for a second. Saw ya and Drew Mason with a bit of room. Pass is just a little not on target. Carson Jeannot. Jeannot has 1 in the game. Likes to get to the dirty areas. McDonald up top. Pladsen twister. Save made by Fletcher. He cut through the crease and he didn't know it. Grabs a loose ball, but Noah Fletcher, another big save. If the Rapids come back to win this one, Noah Fletcher has to be a front runner for player of the game, the way that he has locked it in here late. Third period winding down. Rapids trail by 1. Let go. Battle it. Ball gets floated up top for Puddle. Seaborn, the assistant captain. Oh, if there's a time for Regina to get one from 3 in black, it's right about now. Cross to Lenz. Lenz now. Bouncer ends up wide. Takes a weird hop off the half wall. He got it right back. Lenz again put it on goal, and it's right in the pants of Fletcher. Jeannot now takes a truck stick hit, and Ian Cassidy will let him know about it. When they're feeling it, they're feeling it. And right now, St. John isn't afraid of anyone. There you go. Aldridge, top shelf, tie ball game. The waves are crashing. And St. John has knotted this thing up at 8. 4 goals in the contest for Chase Aldridge. None prettier than this. A low to high snipe puts it in the top corner. Beats Rat cleanly, and with 3:22 left to go, hold your horses. This one's far from done. Jeannot throws it back for Kennedy. It's behind him. Cars in a foot race, and Rush Kennedy controls. No reset as it was Queen City who won the faceoff. Carr now. If someone's tracking his minutes played, it's got to be in the 12 to 13 this period. Here's Keogh. Keogh now trying to drive far side, misses. Ends up in the corner, no surprise. Aiden Carr grabs it. Carl jogging up the floor. Fake going for a change, and he stays out there. 20 on the shot clock, plenty of time to set up. Webster over to the lefties, back for Mason. Mason now trying to cut in the middle and ends up running himself into trouble.
Rapids goal is
Let go. Spins out of trouble, hands off for Ethan Palindrome. 9 assists in the playoffs for Palindrome. More so a feeder.
Scope number 7, Chase Aldridge. Assisted by number
McDonald, low roller goes wide. He's got to get back to it. 5 on the shot clock. McDonald now, another one goes wide. It's over the head of Fletcher, and now McDonald tied up in front of the Rapids bench. Refs will separate them. No harm, no foul. Now, if you're Queen City and company, you look back at those 3 power play opportunities you had this period and wonder why it slipped away. Even Steven with 1:45 left to go. Rapids ball. Carr winds, takes it. Rat stops it. Rebound, pops to the Rapids. McIntyre. Carr finds Webster. Outside look, Aldridge looking for 5, and he's denied. Kings will move it north. Panko slows it down. Seaborg in to help. Pass kind of ends up at the feet of Palindrome. Haven't seen too much of Lachlan Clark. Came out for 1 shift. Pladson, hard pick. Refs say play on. Lenz now driving. Flip back to Pladson. Jackson Lenz has it again. 1 in the game. He scans for a pass. For Palindrome. Seaborg got dumped. Palindrome with it again, trying to go 5-hole. Fletcher has to sit back on it. 40 seconds to go here. St. John won't use their timeout. We'll see. I got to assume. Oh, now they will use their timeout once they get it over half. I was going to say they're probably best to try work this one down. There's about a 10-second differential, shot clock and game clock.
Timeout Rapids. Rapids timeout.
Tied at 8, and the clipboard comes out for Noah Webster and Chris Burgess for Queen City. The defense has tripped a little bit in this third period. Credit where it's due. Chase Aldridge has willed his team back into the fight. 3 goals this period. Support staff of Aiden Carr and Drew Mason have chipped in with goals of their own. Down 7-3 after the second period. One team believed they could, and that's why we're in this spot. They'll have an opportunity to go up by 1. They got 22 on the shot clock. Looks like they're putting Noah Fletcher on the bench here. Playing for a win. A tie does you no good in the round robin. They're 0-1 already. And if they want to dance in the big boys semifinal on Friday, you got to find a way somehow. Drew Mason will have it up top. That's who they'll run it through. 3 righties, 3 lefties. Aiden Carr is set up behind the net. Wonder how they're going to use him. 10 on the shot clock. Drew Mason zips it over. Who gets the last shot? Aldridge has another 3 this period. Mason stripped of it. 2 on the shot clock. Whips it down. Queen City is going to grab it. And I believe they're going to want their timeout. I think that's what Kennedy was saying. That's why he wasn't trying to pick up the ball. I believe they're still going to leave it with 9.7. I think the people in the penalty box understood that's what's going on. 9.7 left to go, period number 3. Things have spiraled a little out of control here for Queen City, but now they've got an opportunity. Crosby Rat will head to the bench. They're going to add an extra second or so. I'm kind of blanking. I think it was 9.7, now 10.5. It's an extra second, does make a difference. We saw St. John at the end of the second period put on a press when put in a situation similar to this. You wonder if they try force Regina into an uncomfortable spot once again. Well, their 5 defenders will just go man-to-man. They're not going to force Queen City to put one airborne. Kind of saves them from a 5-on-4 set. Broden plants it, runs it up. 9 seconds left to go. Plants it, down for McDonald. McDonald, back over. Keogh walks in, trying to go short side. He bounces it wide. Overtime, here we come.
That will do it for regulation. Score after.
Oh, the midday matchup has not disappointed. Queen City, St. John going to extra time, and it will be a full 10-minute overtime frame as well. Quick 2-minute break, and we're back with the extra frame.
So in 2019, we went and visited a crypto mining site. We looked around. I said to myself, there's got to be a better way. My name is Chuck Lecuyer, founder of CS Corporation, home of the IntelliFlex line of product. At IntelliFlex, we're innovators. We design, build, deploy, and operate our system. We design a system that is very easy to operate. We have industry-leading operation uptime and efficiency. Our product are UL certified. Quality is what we do. Every piece will have their own power distribution system, their own immersion tank, network system, pump, fans. Our clients that we have all have something in common, and then they're looking for a high quality product that they could deploy as a modular system that is scalable. At IntelliFlex, our motto is start to finish.
Seconds away from overtime here. Round robin, day 2 at the 2025 Founders Cup. I know I told you before it was a full 10-minute period, but they've just announced in-house sudden death. And so I wonder if that was the conversation in front of the penalty box. You got to assume the PA announcer has pretty good information. He's right down there. He just repeated it. So maybe he's listening to the broadcast, or maybe that's just how life works. All right, next goal wins. Round robin midday matchup. St. John Rapids in white, Queen City Kings in black. Janot with the face-off win. Karsten Janot, twin brother of Jax, gets the Kings' first possession. Jaron Keogh for Panko. Broden Platson, couple in the King. Keogh again. Back for McDonald. Ryan McDonald, far side, goes high. 5 on the shot clock. Keogh again, trying to go far pike. This one's going to bounce wide, and here comes the opportunity for the St. John Rapids. Down 7-3 after the second period. They've stormed back to tie it at 8, and now they've got a chance to win the game. 0-1 so far in the tournament. Mason back up top. Aldridge has 4. McIntyre pushed back. Wild shot, he scores! First of the game for Kenny McIntyre, and it's a goal that ends the losing streak for St. John. Perfectly placed by Kenny McIntyre, and it's round robin revenge for the Rapids. Back in the win column at the Founders Cup. Thank your netminder. Noah Fletcher has picked up a dub for St. John. Oh, it's absolute shock for Queen City. Kenny McIntyre all by himself, a wild whip far side. Oh, the celebration tells all. Straight to Noah Fletcher, who's picked up a win between the pipes thanks to help from McIntyre. What a way to pick up your first of the tournament. OT thriller for the St. John Rapids as they knock off the Queen City Kings, who fall to 1-1. St. John back in action tomorrow night at 7:30 against the Calgary Shamrocks. As for the Queen City Kings, they get tomorrow off and they're back in action 1 o'clock on Thursday against the Coquitlam Adnax in what could be a must-win game if they want to get in the Founders Cup semifinal on Friday. Wow, what a contest for an afternoon on a Tuesday. Hey, don't forget, we got a huge nightcap game coming up here as well. Calgary Shamrocks, Coquitlam Adnax. Tino Farron's going to be on the call for that one, 7:30. Well, for myself, Cody Jansen, Tino, George, Keith, the entire BC Sports TV crew, we hope you enjoyed it. What a finish here. The St. John Rapids pick up a 9-8 overtime win over the Queen City Kings on day 2 at the Founders Cup.